Alright. Yes, people. It's Naffe here. Obviously, you lot were just most of you lot were just watching, whether you're watching now or later. Um, as I said, I'm not gonna get too angry. I'm gonna try and be relaxed throughout this post-match reaction or whatever you wanna call it. I'm gonna keep it short and brief. We're shit. Our manager is useless, clueless. The football we play is repetitive. It's not good enough. Some of the players in our team aren't good enough. Everything as a whole, it just isn't good enough. You looking back at this match where you've got technically you've got give or take 7 or 8 players world class. Some of them just below world class. Compared to a team where you've only got, let's say, 2, 3 world class players. You should be winning that match comfortably. Especially when you've got what do you call it? Especially when your rivals are there beating teams 5-0. Your rivals are there beating teams 5-0. Your other rivals are beating teams 2-0. That's goals, that's clean sheets. What are you doing? You're going away and you're getting popped in your blood clot by Leicester. Like and bear in mind, this is a must-win game. Let me emphasize, this is a must-win game, and we're getting popped. We're getting destroyed. We're getting beaten embarrassingly. It's not that we've gone out there and we've won. Like we're unlucky to lose. We deserve to lose. I said. From the first 10 minutes, the football we're playing hasn't got better. We've just had an international break, and nothing has changed. The football hasn't changed. Our system hasn't changed. The players the players that Oli consistently picks, it's not changing. Nothing's changing. But yet we're still coming out here expecting to get new results, different results. Of course not. Of course not. I was actually an idiot. In hindsight, I was an idiot because if we're coming out and struggling to score against Villa, struggling to win, we're struggling to beat West Ham. What did I think was gonna happen when we actually faced a good team? Like I need to apologize to myself. I need to go home, look myself in the mirror and wonder. I'm an idiot too, but actually thinking that we could have got something out of today's match. You know, my preview for today's match, I thought it will be a draw. You know, we haven't lost in 29 games. But we haven't beaten Leicester in our last 3 matchups. I thought, you know, we'll come out today. The football will be rubbish, but we'll probably draw in it. We'll get a healthy draw. Nah, blood. Nah. We get popped embarrassingly, and to be honest, I don't know whether I should be sad. This is the mad part. I don't know whether I should be sad or I should be happy. Because by losing to Leicester in this fashion, hopefully we are a step closer into getting that dickhead that is managing our club right now out of our club. I said it during the watch along. I don't care about his past. Oh, Man United, right now we're a club that lives in the past. Class of whatever. Oh, 99. Oh, treble this, treble that. Ooh, 2008 Champions League. Yeah, cool. That was more than 10 years ago. Our last good season, or whatever, our last good thing was more than 10 years ago. When are we gonna start looking to the future? Forget looking to the future because our club comes out with that nonsense. Let's start focusing on right now. How can we get better right now? As in this minute. I say it starts with getting rid of our manager. And the people that help him. The people that help him decide. Carrick, Phelan, whoever. Fletcher's there now. All of them, man. Get them all out and getting people that actually understand football. Just because you were a good player and yeah, cool, you used to bag 2 to go for United back in the day, it doesn't mean that you deserve to manage our club. And I know what I'm saying right now is useless. It's useless because there's a reason why they're employed and people that know football aren't employed. There's a reason why people like Nicky Butt has left, because these people that currently have power in Man United in terms of the football, they're all easily manipulated. They're all puppets. The Glazers and them, they only hire people that aren't loud, that aren't actually afraid to speak up against the owners. That's arguably why Mourinho had issues. Mourinho came out when he wasn't backed in the transfer windows and whatnot, saying, "Bro, these lot upstairs aren't sending me money. What do you want me to do with the rubbish I've got?" 2 months later, he's gone. Meanwhile, Oli, he's smiling after losing. Oli's smiling. Oh, it's alright. The players, everything's alright. Positive. It's shit. Like, more time. If the board is gonna stay, at least give us a manager that can win a Carabao Cup. You know what I mean? I don't feel like Oli can win us anything. We're not gonna win the Premier League now. I don't feel like we'll make it out of the group stage of the Champions League, and I'm saying that with my chest. I don't think we will. I don't, because we've lost to Young Boys. We've just been popped now. On Wednesday, we have a must-win game. Our form is shocking. I thought if there's ever a game for United to look good, it would have been today. We're coming off of Pogba winning a trophy for his country. We're coming off of an international break where where all these coaches, all them lot, man, them joke men, can focus on actually developing something good, can focus on our weaknesses and start looking at what they can do to counteract our weaknesses and make our strengths better and our weaknesses lesser. Nope. Nothing. No change. It's got worse. How? I don't understand how you can get worse systematically and whatnot after an international break. You just had 2 weeks to work on it. What have you lot been doing that whole time? The players that didn't go on the break, what have you lot been doing? Forget the players. I don't even want to touch on the players today. The coaches, what have you lot been doing in these 2 weeks? Are you telling me you've been and like you've been watching film and whatnot? Because clearly you ain't been watching shit. Because if you have, you know what? Yeah, sorry, that's disrespectful. They probably have been watching. It's just too shit to know how to develop something that will make the team better. No system, no nothing. It's just a shambles and it's embarrassing. I've said many times before that I feel like Man United play top 5 worst football in the Premier League. As in, like, Man City and that is like the best football. Top 5 as in terms of worst football is relegation. So like you're the worst. We're their blood with Norwich and them, man. Because if you look at, for me, at least Norwich, they're relying on like Todd Cantwell on them, man. There, you've got Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, De Gea, Varane, 75 mil on a fucking Tesco bag in Sancho. Like, I don't even want to get onto Sancho because I could understand why he's playing bad, because he's a good system player. He plays good football. He's good in a team when a team plays good football. He's not good in a team where it's freestyle. You know what I mean? So right now it's just all long, innit? If you want me to focus on the game and talk about the game today, you can legit just look back. You can legit just look back at every single other Man United post-match review, because I'm gonna be repeating the same stuff. Tyler says Maguire masterclass. Yeah, bro. Harry Maguire, man of the match. Harry Maguire, best performance he's put in for Leicester in a long time. Because today, I can't think of a worse performance from a centre back in a long time. I would have rather seen Phil Jones. I would have rather seen Phil Jones than our £80 million centre back today. And it's, you know, if that doesn't say everything, what will? I would have rather seen, how much did we sign Diallo for? I can't remember, but I know it wasn't anywhere near 75 mil. I'd rather seen Diallo than Sancho on the pitch today, in all honesty. Look, but let me not get into players. See, the players are scapegoats. It's the management. It's all of the management. I've got the match stats in it. Let me quickly go into the match stats. Yeah, cool. So in that game, Man United ended up having more possession, 52%. It doesn't really matter. Basically 50-50. Leicester had more shots than us. Leicester had 22 shots. We had 18. And out of Leicester's 22 shots, 11 were on target. Decent, 50%, right? Out of Man United's 18 shots, only 6 were on target. And I can remember at least 3 or 4 of them were shit shots. Straight at the keeper, nonsense. So in essence, the only 2 good shots that we had in the whole game were goals. Out of 18 shots, we only had 2 good shots. And one was a screamer that came out of nothing, and one was a one-on-one. So in essence, we only had 1 good shot out of 18 that I can remember. I might be wrong, but that's coming out of me watching the game and remembering right now. We only had 1 good shot, and that was Rashford's one-on-one. Total passes, Leicester had 488. Man United have 509. And surprisingly, we completed more passes. We had more tackles, and Leicester won more aerial duels. Not that any of that matters, because I feel like stats only paint half the picture. I feel like the rest of the game is analysed with your eyes, and anyone that can see clearly see that was just not good enough. What more can I say apart from Ollie's out of his depth? He's been out of his depth since the moment he's come in. Because what was his resume? Getting relegated with Cardiff and winning with Moldova in whatever league. Like, cool, yeah, he came in and he got us in. Cool, I'll give him this. He brought a positive spin to United, fair enough. But why are we keeping him here now? He's brought the positivity. Now bringing someone that can give us wins, that can give us trophies. It's as simple as that. You've got his old friends coming out and saying, give him the season. Yeah, I'm not like Scholes and them, man. Cool, Scholes, you're a legend of the club, but right now you're chatting shit. You're chatting out your arse. You're just trying to keep your friend in the job. Because are you telling me you want to watch football like that for a whole season? Give him time to win a trophy with the team he's made. If you want to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer time to win a trophy, you'll be here in 10 years still giving him time to win a trophy. Because I don't think we'll win anything. You might win some pre-season nonsense. Because when it comes to FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, you're not winning nothing with Ole. 100% you're not going to win nothing. He's already bottled the only finals that I believe he will ever get to when managing United. And like, it's just like, in order to go up from this moment right now, you need to get rid of Ole, and you need to bring in a manager that will bring his own staff with him. So basically, get rid of Ole and all his buddies, Carrick and them, man. Get rid of all of them. They're not good enough. And that's the last time I'm gonna say that, because it won't happen. So in essence, I'm just wasting my breath right now. There's so much I want to talk about, but it's like I've said it all before. The midfield today was atrocious. In Pogba and Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Matic. At times, we were playing as a 4-2-4, where Bruno was legit a striker side by side with Ronaldo. Mason was out right, and Sancho or Rashford was out left. There's no midfield at all. Bruno is like Bruno, and this isn't an attack on Bruno, because I know most of it is probably flipping management. But he rarely ever comes back. He's basically a striker. And Pogba, Matic, I mean, Pogba can't defend to save his life, and Matic is getting a bit too old. I actually did want to see Matic today, and I actually did want to see Pogba today. And I thought, you know what, that was probably the best midfield you could go for, as in Pogba and Matic together. But that only works if Bruno's playing as a midfielder, not as a striker. Why are we playing a 4-2-4 with an old man and a man that can't defend? It makes no sense. If you're coming out here and telling your third midfielder that you can roam around and be a number 9 almost, you've lost the plot. Especially when Leicester are playing a 3-4-3 or whatever. You're asking to get dominated in midfield, and you know what? It happened. passes were going from centre back through the whole of the middle of the pitch into Jamie Vardy's feet. How do you allow that to happen consistently? Passes were going through from DM to centre forward's feet with no altercation, with no interception, nothing. That's outrageous. And you know what? I'm not gonna. I mean, our two centre backs today were shocking. Like, need I say more? Harry Maguire, that's probably the worst performance he's ever put in the Man United top. If he was playing for Leicester, I'll give him man of the match because he cost us 2 goals. One of them being the most important one because it was their first one, which brought them back into the game. The other one he cost us for is unexplainable, and there's no excuse for it at all. For you to be the last man, back post, basically, there's no one behind you, and you see a player running in, the goal's here, and Maguire, the guy I'm marking, or the area I'm marking is the back stick, because we all do this aerial shit that I've talked on before. I've said that this zonal marking, doesn't work. We're too shit at it. Just man mark. We're not changing nothing. We should have learned that last season and the season before. Nothing's changed yet again. Management, you lot are twats. Man now, Maguire, in this zone that he's marking, let's say the back stick, that area. He's seen Daka run in from through the 6-yard box, running. I can't remember if he went behind him or in front of him, but either way, they've grabbed each other. He stood still in the same area as man has run from his left, let's just say through him, because I don't know if he went in front or behind. And he's now on his right, goal side of him, which should never happen if you were on the back stick. How are you letting someone be goal side of you? And he just tapped it in, back post. Maguire stood, his 2 feet, have one of them, it hasn't lifted off earth. He has been planted in the same spot. That's disgraceful. That is disgraceful defending. At least, bro. My mother, old woman, she would have reacted at least, whether it was running out of his way because she didn't want to get hit or whatever. She would have at least moved her feet. He couldn't even lift a bloody foot in order to do anything. Man just said, yeah, let me just grips him. And this is another thing Maguire does. He always likes his grips in nonsense. We saw it in the first half, giving away stupid free kicks because he's going into head and he's holding, he's legit hugging raps in him. What are you doing? Move your feet. And I don't want to go in on him because I don't think he was match fit. I don't think he was ready. I think it's Ollie just picking him because he's too scared to pick basically the best backup centre back that we've got in the team, which is Baye, because Baye is better than Lindelof. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother debate. He'd rather rush in a centre back that's clearly not fit enough to play football. Today, anyone could have seen within the first 20 minutes that Maguire was not fit enough to play. He played the full game and he cost us 2 goals. Like, I don't know whether I should go on Maguire or I should go on Ollie. Both of them are dickheads because, first of all, Maguire, cool, I understand you want to play and you want to, like, yeah, I'm good. But if you know you're not good enough to play, if you know you're not good enough to flip and move your feet, tell your manager, don't play me because I'll be detrimental to the team. Grow some fucking balls. It's as simple as that. No matter how much I want to play, if I know I'm going to be detrimental to my team, especially as a centre back, I'm going to tell him, yo, as much as you want to play me, don't play me, bro. Because I won't be able to perform to the standard needed. He hasn't done that, and then Ollie is an idiot. Clearly, you can see he's not good enough. If he hasn't been training, why are you picking him? Secondly, the whatever staff, the man that deal with injuries and whatnot, you should be going to the man and telling him, yeah, chill, he's not ready. What are they doing? You know what? All of that is shit. Lindelof as well was shocking today, but we all know what I'm going with him. But let me just go into player rating so I can wrap this up in it. David De Gea for me, man of the match straight away. I'm not going to give it to anyone else because it's just tough. David De Gea for me was our best player yet again. He made crucial saves in a scoreline which is quite violent. Is in a scoreline which just is rude towards David De Gea. It's actually an insult. The scoreline is putting up his middle finger towards David De Gea. And I feel like David De Gea is the only player that wore a Man United shirt today that could leave the pitch with his head held high. He did his job. He every shot he could save that was literally possible for him to save. He saved. His ball distribution wasn't bad. It was quite good. And for me, he didn't make any mistakes whatsoever. Some people might say the first goal just hoof it. Well, he's been instructed by management not to hoof it. And yeah, it's not like he's played a stupid pass to Maguire. It was a good pass. Maguire just couldn't move his feet. So I'll give David De Gea man of the match straight away. I'll give him a 7. I don't think anyone else in the United top's gonna get above a 6. Wan-Bissaka, I'll give Wan-Bissaka a 5. First half I thought it was quite good. Second half he just went to shite like the rest of Man United. Lindelof, I'll give Lindelof a 3. Absolute shit defensively. I could skin him and I haven't kicked a ball in months. He is useless. He's not fast. He's fucking weak. Yeah. You know Squid Games, yeah? You know them things that they started licking and like, they could break it. Lindelof is that thing that you could break after it's been licked many times. He's fragile. Old man. The old man. The leader of Squid Games. Yeah, the one that at the end. He could waste Lindelof. I swear, bro. And he could probably pace him too. Lindelof is shit. I don't want to see him play for United again. He is not good enough, man. I'd rather see Tuanzebe. I'd rather see Mengi. Get Lindelof far away from this club. I don't know why he keeps being picked. But yeah, I'll give Lindelof a 3. Yeah, I know he got an assist to Rashford, but woohoo, we lost 4-2. What does that even mean? Like, cool, you got your assist from Hoofball FC that we've been seeing. How are you a centre back and your best attribute is long passing? How are you a centre back and your best attribute, the best thing you're good at when it comes to football is long passing? You're a dickhead, blood. Harry Maguire, I'll give Harry Maguire 1. I don't need to say too much more on Harry Maguire. Today he looked like he was a Leicester player. He was the number 9 alongside Vardy and Iheanacho for Leicester today. The Leicester fans welcomed him by saying "fuck off, we've got Sayunchi now," and Harry Maguire loved it. Luke Shaw today 3. Defensively, rubbish. Going forward, rubbish. He's going through a rough patch right now. I don't know what's going on. Something after the Euros just hasn't clicked. And he's also injured as well. I don't think he's match fit as well. So it's tough. Pogba today, 3. First half, I thought he was okay. He did get the ball moving a bit, but defensively, he's shocking defensively. I'm split in this midfield debate whether if you're a midfielder, you should be able to do a bit of both. I do agree with that. If you are a midfielder, I don't care how good you are. I don't care if your name is in the limelight or whatever. You need to be able to put a shift in, at least. Especially in the Premier League, you need to be able to at least defend a little bit. Defensively, he is shite. I don't think I've seen a centre mid as bad as him when it comes to defending. And I don't understand how that's possible with his stature. He's tall and he's strong. He's not slow. I'm not saying he's burners, but he's not slow. And you can't defend for shit. I personally think it's all up here and whatnot. He's even come out and said himself he can't defend for shit. But I feel like that's unacceptable for a midfielder. Like, I don't care what your name is. You need to be able to put in a tackle if you're a centre midfielder. It's as simple as that. So, going forward, I mean, did he do what, a 500k a week worth of football going forward? No. If he wants that type of money, he needs to go elsewhere. Because if we give him this contract, club's fucked. But yeah, today he was shit. 3. Matic, I thought was actually better than Pogba today. I'll give him a 4. There were times where obviously Matic did get caught. He's not the fastest and whatnot, but he just showed composure when he was on the ball. For me, he showed us that he's the best 6 at United, and if you surround him with players that can run, he can do a job. But yeah, I'll give Matic a 4. Nevertheless, he still got caught out multiple times, out of position. Pogba was out of position so much when it comes to being a central midfielder. In most of Leicester's goals, I don't know where Pogba was. Apart from the ones that were from set pieces, the 3 The free flowing goals that Leicester scored, Pogba, what is he doing? He's probably standing somewhere near Bruno. But anyway, yeah. Who else? Mason Greenwood. I'll give Mason Greenwood a 6. Scored a screamer. Tried his best. He got like 3 more shots off. You know, he was trying. For someone of his age coming in onto a pitch in a team full of stars like that, and for him to be probably our best outfield player during the game, I mean, it says enough, innit? So I'll give Mason Greenwood a 6. Sancho, I'll give Sancho a 2. Actually, no, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch. I'm jagging. Actually, no, I've already gave Maguire a 1. I'll give Sancho a 2.5. You're 75 million, and you're shit. What more do you want me to say? Cool. You're warming up to the Premier League. You're warming up to the teammates around you. You're doing this, you're doing that. I don't care, because the teammates around you are world-class players. So it's not exactly hard. It's not like we've thrown you into fucking Burnley and we told you go do what you did at Dortmund. Like, there's some things where you can blame the system, and half of it for me is the system, because the football we play doesn't suit Sancho at all. Because for me, he's a system player. You know, he plays good football, intricate football, 1-2 touch, pass, move. We don't do that here at United, sadly. But at the same time, when we want you to take a shot and your shot is bouncing 19 times before even getting in the box, when we want you to make a 5-yard pass and zoom it into someone's feet, and you play the pass like some dickhead, the ball's weak and whatnot, that's not the system. That's you, man. That's not you playing in the Premier League. That's you. You just cost us 75 million, and that's what you're doing. It's not good enough. It's not. And some may say I'm being harsh. Yeah, cool, I am being harsh. You cost 75 mil. Everyone was harsh on Maguire when Maguire came for 80. So where's the same energy for Sancho? It's as simple as that. Ronaldo, for me, I'll give him a 4. Like, and that's like, it's sad because you got given nothing that game. It's as simple as that. You got given nothing. We gave him scraps. He couldn't find one. He couldn't find a bone. He couldn't find a diamond in the scrap today, unluckily. Yeah, but and then Rashford came on. I'll give Rashford a 6. You've come on after 3 months of being out. You haven't played football. Come on, scored an equaliser. The rest of the team's let you down. What more do you want from your sub? He did his job when he came on. Yeah, unlucky from Rashford. And McTominay and Lingard, I'll give them both 4s. Actually, no, I'll give Lingard a 6. He actually came on at least got, like, he tried. He got past a couple of players. Was involved in good passing. Got a shot off and whatnot. McTominay was shit when he came on. He looked absolutely out of it. Like, he looked like he was like, why have I come on the pitch? What do you want me to do? And he literally showed that was his mindset. So in essence, to summarize, we are fisted the longer that Ollie stays as gaffer in this club. We won't get anywhere with Ollie being our manager. And it's peak, innit? It's long. It's a long day. It's a long day for Manchester United. It's a long day. The longer that our owners are here, the longer we're gonna be suffering. The longer that Ollie, Carrick, Phelan, and them lot, the longer that they're here, we're gonna be suffering, and the players are also gonna be suffering because the youth aren't gonna get pushed through unless you're Mason Greenwood or McTominay. If you're not Ollie's favourite, you're not gonna play Van der Beek, for example, Bailly, all of them man there. And if you are on the pitch and you get picked and you are one of Ollie's favourites, you're getting picked to play the shittest football I've seen. So no one's winning right now. No one involved in Man United are winning, apart from the Glazers, because they're still getting hella bread. So yeah. Wednesday, Champions League, another must-win match. Like, blood, the most I can say is God help us, innit? God help us. Some higher power, whatever you lot believe in, you need to pray or manifest it, higher powers need to come in and swoop down and intervene in order for Man United to get something going. I don't know whether I should be happy or sad. Happy because if we lose like our next 6 games, that means Ollie's out, and at least then we can breathe and maybe sign a good manager. But then if I'm sad because we might go in on Wednesday and pop at Atlanta and maybe get a result against City, and then we're back in the middle of it because then we're just gonna lose to Liverpool and whatnot, and we're just stuck. We're just stuck in a shit place. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's like we're in the middle of a maze, and we keep making the same turn every single time. It's like, let's go straight, left again, left again. We're just doing this. There's no progression. We're not doing nothing. It's just we're chasing our own tail. You know when dogs. Anyway, let me wrap it up here, man. I just want to say our Twitter is up. We're quite active on Twitter at the United Point. Make sure to get following on our Twitter. The links will be in the description and whatnot. Yeah, man, it's a sad day to be a United fan tonight. But I hope everyone enjoys their Saturday night. Go have fun. Ollie out and them things there.